Okay, I want to do just a quick review of this glue gun. It was sent to me free of charge in return for a fair and honest review, and that's what you're going to get. I will be honest. The glue gun came in just a plain box. There was no writing, pictures, anything on the box. It just came in a little plastic bag. We got the glue gun, which is a full-size glue gun. 12 glue sticks, full-size glue sticks. Set these over. 3 finger cots. Now, these will protect your fingers while you're doing your work. And then the detachable power cord. So I want to go ahead and get this plugged in so we can start testing it out. Now, first let me say, the box also did not contain instructions. This I printed. This is what came in the box. This little bit of a description and how to contact them. In all fairness, I was told to read the description on Amazon and familiarize myself with it, and that frankly did not bother me. That there's not a book in here, because I often have to find a manual for some of my appliances, like especially kitchen appliances. Sometimes I misplace them, and so I just go right online and find the manual and don't have any problem downloading it or printing it or just reading it for the information I need. Or sometimes I have thrifted appliances that obviously most of the time do not come with a manual, and I don't have a problem going online. So that part does not bother me. We're in an age of everything's on the internet, right? So it does not bother me to have to go on there to find out what I need to find out about this glue gun. Now it takes let me read. Preheat the gun 2 to 5 minutes. There is a switch here. There is 2 lines on the bottom, which I'm assuming is the hottest setting, I should say. The middle's off, and then up with 1 line, I'm thinking is the, well, I read somewhere that it was like the hot gets really, really hot, and that most things would just take the top. So that's where we're going to start, if that is in fact. But how you know, it's 2 different wattages, 80 or 120. The power light, indicator light on the back will be red if it's 80 watt and green if it's 120. So that'll tell us right there, up or down. So let me go ahead and plug this in. And one of the selling factors about this, I'm going to set my timer over here for 2 minutes so we can test it. We're going to test the how hot it is. Okay, I have it up and it is red. Now let's talk about it just a minute. I did mean to put a glue stick in it. So let's go ahead and load the glue stick. Well, oh, there we go. Okay. There's okay. That was my fault. It's just a matter of wiggling it to get it in there in the right place. So it just seats right in there. So we're good. We're good. Okay, now just in case that drips, I meant to get something under it. I'm just going to set that box over it just in case. I circled a couple things here. One of the things about this glue gun is it's cordless, okay? In my mind, cordless means the tools my husband has out in the yard. They come with battery packs. You plug them in, you let them charge, and then you can go for, however long you can go. I thought that's what this did. That is not how this is cordless. It does not have a battery pack. It just means it will stay hot, according to this, 5 to 20 minutes after you unplug it. So I'm sitting here, I have it plugged in, I have something on the other side of the kitchen. It should last me 5 to 20 minutes to take this over there to glue. I don't mind that it's not battery packed because this is light. Okay, 2 minutes. We're gonna see. We'll pull it up here. Let me see if I got to feed it through. Well, apparently you need 2 in there to push it through. So you might not can't see me back here, but I just put another one in. That's common with glue guns because I have many glue guns. Okay, it is not very hot after 2 minutes. I'm going to give it 2 more. It says 2 to 5. I'm going to give it 2 more. Okay. It's starting to come out probably where I squeezed it. That is typical of glue guns. Like I said, I have crafted over the years. I have many glue guns. They all drip. I will say this before I forget. One thing I do like about this gun, the stand that it's on, you saw it, you'll see it again. It sits flat. You see how it's just standing here? I don't have to try to rest it on the table like with my little mini one. When it rests and you have the little kickstand in the front, the cord kind of lays on the table and it wobbles around and it won't stay. This does not have that problem. The cord does not impede just having it sit there waiting on you. So that is a selling point in my opinion. The other part, let's see, I'm looking at my notes. It says the method of saving sticks and no dripping is to turn off the power a few minutes before stopping use. That's where the cordless part would come in handy. 5 minutes, if you give it a few minutes before you're going to be through to let it start cooling down but still be able to use it. Okay, we are dripping pretty good. I hope y'all can see that. I hope my camera angle is. I have 20 seconds left. The full specs of the gun are on Amazon. I don't need to go over these here. You can read, you can pull them up, you can study them, the sizes, you know, all those goodies. The main thing I want to do is to see how it performs. Okay, let's wipe that off. Now I want to see, I'm going to let it sit there. I'm going to see if it drips. Because it's hot. Obviously it's hot. It dripped because I had started pressing the trigger and started using the glue. So, okay. Can you see? Can you see that? The glue is coming out. I wiped it completely off. I have not pressed the trigger. But the glue is coming out. That is a minus. I'm going to give that a minus. So far we have the size, the weight it feels in your hand, it's a plus. The way it can sit here on the counter is a plus. This dripping while I'm just waiting to use it, that's a minus. Not a game changer, just a minus. Now what I have for us to use, and we're going to practice with it unplugged too. These are just some little things that I picked up at the Dollar Tree today. I have a 3-year-old grandson and I needed some wood. My husband has scraps in the building that he works with, but he's thrown them all away, so I needed something to glue. So I just stained these little boards. I'm going to glue some little sea creatures that they had there and let him paint them. So this is not a professional craft. This is not a craft video. This is just, let's see how this glue gun works and give my grandson something to do in the meantime. Now, the one thing I'm going to do first, where one of these should come in handy, is if you can see both, they only go in one direction. I was going to let him hang them in his room over at his daddy's house, but I thought it'd be cute to have them go in different directions. So I thought, well, we got a handy dandy glue gun. I can pull, oh, I got stain on it. I hate that. Oh well. I can pull this up, glue this down, and we can hang it from the other side. So let's go ahead. Okay, can you see over here? It has dripped, and that glue has, this part down here has dried. So yeah, that's definitely a negative. So let me, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna mark it just to see where to put my glue. Let's see. I think I can do that with that finger. Okay, let's see how it glides. Okay, it pulls really nicely. Okay, this little finger thing is very handy. You know, doing crafts, I use toothpicks, and the toothpick wood part picks up that glue and strings it everywhere. That was very handy. Okay, let's do this side. Okay, it comes off pretty good when you do like that. I don't know if you can tell. Okay, I think, now I'm going to let that cool just a minute. Now what I want to do is, since this is now shortened, I want this to be shortened the same. So I'm going to have to, okay, this is, okay, that's not, this is not a craft video. This is how does the glue gun work video. I really do. I know you can, I'm sure, buy these separately, but the fact that they sent it with the glue gun is, I like that. The glue comes out very nicely, and the trigger works very easily. It is, presses way much better away. Let's see. I think I might have that off center, but I think it'll work for the purposes of my grandson hanging it in his little room. So we're gonna go with that and call it. Now here comes the fun part. We're going to glue our little creatures on. I want to I want to unglue. I'm going to unplug. Let me start now. Let's see, how long should we try? I'm going to set it for 5 minutes. And we're going to glue until it does not work anymore, up to 5 minutes, and see. Okay, so we're going to unplug it. I'm going to glue our little, look, okay, it's dripping. Okay, now let me slide that back because that's done. We know how it works. We know that it glues. I'm gonna add another. Let's see. Nope, there's still room. So we're gonna test it. Okay, we're at 3.5, so that means we've been sitting here for 3.5, 3:30. That's 3.5 minutes. 1.5 minutes. 2 minutes. Reload. 3 minutes in. Four minutes in. Five minutes in. Okay, 6 minutes in. Okay, now that was 6 minutes. I would say I would stop at 5 minutes. That is on the 80 watt setting, the red light. I would say 5 minutes is as far as it's going to go in the cordless mode. That was not quite hot enough at the 6-minute mark to stick this little thin little wood. Now I'm not going to put it on the 120 watt setting and try that, because I think if it will go 5 minutes at 80 watts, it will go at least 5 minutes and then some on the 120 watts. That would be something, you get it and you try it, and I think it will definitely hold up to its end of the bargain. Not sure if it would go 20 minutes, but for crafts and odd jobs around the house, I will say this little gun, okay, see where it dripped? It's just a little bit, but that little tidbit on the end had already dried up. The gun is, hold on, it's touchable. It's warm, just barely warm, so it's touchable. I'm going to give this let's go ahead and turn it off. I'm going to give this little gun a thumbs up. I'm quite impressed. Okay, now it is a little pricey, but the ability to take it cordless around the house, there might be somewhere in the house you need to make a repair or do a craft or whatever you need to glue that there's not a plug. I don't have a plug right here on my bar. I had to pull a drop cord over. I don't have my bar wired yet. So if I didn't have the cord to pull over to sit here and do this, I could plug it in over on the other part of the counter, come over here, do my little crafts, 5 minutes worth, go back over there, plug it in. I would be fine with that. If it's something I need to just continually work on, then I have the option to just keep it plugged in. But for the purposes of, you just need to jot somewhere around the house or in your shop, from one workbench to another workbench, I think it holds up to what it says. Like I said, I'm not mad that it does not have a battery pack, because I don't want a heavy glue gun with a battery pack on it. Seriously, no, I don't want that. This is just as convenient as the mini glue guns, only it is, especially for someone with arthritis, it is a whole lot more comfortable than one of the little small guns. I'm quite pleased. I'm quite pleased with it. I would recommend, if you're in the market for a glue gun and you don't want the mini and you do want the capability to go minimum 5 minutes without being corded, I would suggest go for it. Monvict USA. There you have it. Thanks, guys, for sending me the gun. Let me give you a review. All in all, I will give it, well, I definitely give it 2 thumbs up. I would give it 4 out of 5 stars, just for the fact of that little bit of drippage. That is not a game changer to me. Glue guns drip. It's what they do. So that's really not even a bad thing. It's just, it would be nice if it didn't. Okay, there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope this helped you make a decision on if you want to buy this gun or not. And thanks a lot for watching.